Well, hello, everyone. We're back. Back with more amazing content, just for you. So that was a bit quicker than I expected, but let's load the stream up on our laptop. There we go. We're live, baby. Minecraft, Impossible Skyblock. That's us. Yeah, Skyblock looks like a fucking joke in comparison. Find a tree. Unlikely. Unlikely video game. I just like turn to the right, there's like a floating tree. Oh, right there. Thanks, game. But yeah. Should we do a rant? And rants? We could. Shall we do a rant? I'm feeling kind of ranty. What's going on here? This is not a live stream. There we go. So yeah, let's take a look at our progress so far. We've got our nice little bridge, which is almost cleaned up. We'll clean it up by tonight. Tonight everything will be cleaned up. And then the next thing to start investing in will just be expanding the farm backwards and filling in this kind of gap here. Once we have that, then it's like slowly making the farm work during the night, which mostly just involves putting walls all the way around the back and then giving it a roof. That's gonna take a while because it's a lot of wool. But it's fine though, because we're gonna have very good rates. So you can kind of see this challenge has like built-in difficulty. The real difficulty with this challenge is up front. It's getting over that grueling part where you're just like getting 2 string per night. And you're just like, pain and suffering. It's not very fun. Then when you get to this part, it's actually kind of fun. It's still pretty grueling, but it's at least fun. It's at least semi-fun, because you get to do stuff. So you get to do fun stuff. Yeah, have I talked about my value structure and about my modus operandi? How I function as an individual, how I try to function. The ideal I strive towards. No, you have not heard about my modus operandi. Well, let me tell you. Well, what is a sage? What is a sage? It's often used as a adjective, but if I had to say what is my life mission, it's probably that of a sage. That's my goal. My goal is to collect, condense, coalesce, grow, and expound upon, expand, and share, offer back to the earth, to creation, knowledge, power, wisdom, learned experiences, mostly knowledge and wisdom. So my role is that of a sage, but my role is that of a sage. Just my goal is to collect information about the world and condense it and extract value from it. What are you doing? Because you have to think, what is your talent as an individual? You have to think, what am I most good at? You know, I could do humanitarian aid. I could. But it's not my calling. That's someone else's calling. That's someone with high compassion, right? Who's high in compassion, high in empathy. And that would be their calling. Yeah, I believe that people have certain gifts, talents that they're ascribed. And it's your goal to, it's your duty, actually, your duty to capitalize on those talents. For example, I was gifted a pretty good physiognomy, pretty good physique, body composition. So it's my duty to capitalize on the body I was gifted and make sure I work it out. Don't be lazy, right? If you have good genetics, you have an obligation to work out. I believe that's true. Otherwise, you're taking God's gift and putting it to waste. If you're intelligent, you have a gift to use that intelligence to collect knowledge, the essence of the universe, condense it into a tea, and then hand that tea out to people on the streets so that it might enrich their life. So I'm on a quest for self-mastery is definitely part of that. Self-mastery is necessary in this journey. Each car has different traits, but each car has different skills, right? But each car needs to self-maximize in its own realm. You need to keep all of your cars cleaned and tuned and up to date. Everyone needs to pursue self-mastery so that you might have the maximum amount of gifts to offer, right? You can maximize the good in the world. Whatever vocation you are called to, you might do it best. It's good to think about life in a paradigm of vocations. I think that's an effective way to figure out what you're meant to do in life. Not as a career, not as a job, but as a vocation. Because a vocation is a little more broad. A vocation wouldn't be police officer, but it might be like guardian. And then you can understand how to apply a vocation effectively within a career. Generally, I think it's a good paradigm to operate in. Thinking about your calling as a vocation. Rip. You bugger. He fucking dodged me and then came back. What a little shit. I don't know exactly what I would call my vocation. It's like sage. I don't want to say philosopher. Although I like philosophy, that's for sure. I'm not like the philosophers that I know. Philosophers tend to be very airy and self-aggrandizing. To be very self-absorbed. I mean, I'm kind of self-absorbed, but not self-obsessed like a lot of these other, like a lot of people can be. I find the problem with a lot of people is they do not they only have like one skill set and then they neglect the rest of their essence as a human being. Like you'll have someone who's good at philosophy, but then they're like weak and pathetic. Or they're very intelligent, but they don't know how to speak. So it's like, okay, but if you're going to communicate your ideas, you need to be able to articulate them effectively. You need to be able to be comfortable speaking in front of a crowd. And just some people don't know how to do that. There's people with smart brains, but then they prattle and they yap about random, disjointed, unsensible ideas that are unintelligible. It makes working with these people really difficult. It's unfortunate because a lot of people's talent probably goes unappreciated simply because they don't know how to communicate it. It'd be nice if I could get this block. Ah. Rip. So yeah, we just need 2 more string. Or, well, 3 more. So we do want one there. Yeah, this base is looking pretty decked out. I gotta lie. Can't lie. It's looking pretty sick. Yeah, I just have to say, what is my goal as an individual? It's to grow, evolve, acquire better skills, acquire better knowledge, better physique, more money. There's a general format that everyone needs to follow. Everybody needs to follow, regardless of what their profession or their skill or their vocation is, which is you need a 3-tiered structure for how you provide value. The first is pointed upward, which is to God. Your goal is to bring glory to God through whatever it is that you do. Ultimately, you serve Him, first and foremost. And then secondly is the people on your level, so that's aimed horizontally, and circularly, that is your family. So that is your wife, that's your kids, that's people within your trusted circle. People you would never betray or leave behind. That would never betray and leave you behind. That's your family. And your goal is to stick with them and to help them, provide for them, partake in the family unit. And then use your skills, whatever it is that you do, to help benefit your family. And that's really where you're like on a human level, like where does your personal relational focus go? That's where it goes. It goes into that. Like, not friends. Not like, oh, like people get confused. They think friends are forever, and they think that friends matter. Friends do not matter. In the grand scheme of things, friends do not matter. I do anything for my friends should be replaced with I do anything for my family. It's kind of the attitude you should have. You should only really have acquaintances and then family. The rest are like, there needs to be a barrier, I think. If you're hanging out with someone, you need to kind of consciously be aware of the fact that they're not your family, that you're together out of convenience. Because there's only really 2 types of people. There's people who will betray you, and there's people who won't. The people who will betray you are acquaintances. The people who won't betray you, that's family. And if someone betrays you within your family, they're no longer family. That's another important lesson, is that betrayal is self-disownment. When someone betrays you, you don't go back on that. Because you can't trust them. They're no longer family. They're acquaintance. They're an acquaintance now. No, you have to decide what truly means betrayal. That's another thing. Is like, well, what actually counts as betrayal? Someone will, oh, you lied to me about this thing. You betrayed me. It's like, well, hold on now. I'd say if you're not a virgin when you get married as a woman, yeah, that's betrayal. I'd say if you as a man cheat on your wife, yeah, that's betrayal. If you as a man do not love and take care of your children, if you beat your wife, yeah, that's probably betrayal. Yeah, for me, I like to operate in kind of strict dichotomies where you are either a acquaintance that I tolerate, or you're someone that I will never betray. Kind of like a pack, right? Like wolves have packs. They do anything, they fight to the death for the wolves in their pack. Anyone outside the pack will viciously tear you up. We don't give a fuck about you. That's kind of how it needs to be. This kind of middle ground, this ambiguous, vague, conflationary. That's not a word. That's ChatGPT. Conflated. I guess, yeah, that's true. It's conflated, I guess, yeah. Sure, fine. Doesn't sound quite right, but this kind of conflated state of, oh, they're kind of my friend, we kind of support one another, but I don't know. It's very gay. It's very gay. It is very gay. I don't like it, actually. I don't like friends. The concept of friends is a shitty concept because you don't know. Ow, Jesus. With this tightness of chest at random points. You don't know whether you can actually trust them or not. You don't know whether they're on your side or not. A friend is it's a meaningless term. What is the actual significance of the term friend? It just means someone that you're congenial with. That's really all it should mean, which I substitute a more appropriate word, which would be acquaintance. We're acquaintanced. You're not really an ally. Because an ally would suggest that there's a level of commitment. Whereas I'm not sure that friend really extends like that. And if you have a friend who's really close, who you really trust, who you do anything for, they're family. That is family. They're functionally family. You should just call them family. They may not be biological family, but effectively they're family. They function the same way as you would family. So yeah, for me, I only operate in two dichotomies, which are your family or your acquaintance. And once again, it ties down into this earlier thing I was talking about, which was the three ways in which you are supposed to act and provide value through your profession, which is one, aim upward, which is God. So you serve God, He is your master, first and foremost. And then second is horizontally, so that's people on your level, which is your family. Your family you love like yourself. You operate selfishly for your family. Meaning you would be selfish for the people in your family. You do everything you can to look after them and make sure they're happy and they're looked after. They come first. The same way that you would be selfish for yourself, you'd be selfish for your family. The way you think about what you want and what you care about and what your values are, you think about that way for them. That's family. And this is another reason why you can't trust like people on drugs or obese people, is because they hate themselves. And if they hate themselves, there's no possible way for them to treat you with dignity and respect. There's no way for you to trust them. Because if they can't even engage in the most basic of self-preservation, there's no possible way that they're going to be able to extend that to you. Because they don't even know how to take care of themselves. How are they going to take care of you? You have to know what it is to be selfish to take care of another individual, because you're being selfish on their behalf. But if you are so dysfunctional that you do not even understand basic self-preservation, then you're fucked. And you can't trust that type of person. And they can't help it. They hate themselves. They're self-antagonistic. Which is luckily something I've never been. I've never had to really struggle with that or deal with that. Self-antagonism. I've struggled with a fair amount of things, but self-hatred is not one of them. I've always liked myself. Not in a vain kind of way, like a self-obsessed kind of way, but just like a... I've always fundamentally liked who I am. I like the ideas I come up with. I like the structure I set for myself. I like the evolution of my character. There's some things I'm not very good at, but... Like, I'd date myself. Yeah, I'd date myself. If there was a female version of me, I'd definitely date myself. And when I say that, I don't mean like a sexual way. To me, that's like just so unimportant. Or it's just not very pivotal, I guess. It is important. You gotta be attracted to your partner. It can't be like an obese cave gremlin troll, but there's tons of attractive girls. That's not an issue. It's like, will I be attracted to them? Well, if they're not fat, then yes. Shouldn't be hard. Should not be difficult. So it's not something I spend too much thought on. Is like, oh, will I be attracted to them? Well, like, and guys do this. You see this in the way they talk about girls. They're like, so what's your type, man? What's your type? I don't have a type. I like good girls. I like hardworking, conscientious, intelligent people. I guess that's my type. Like, no, like, what color hair, bro? Like, I don't give a fuck what color hair is, bro. It could be fucking yellow for all I care. It could be fucking rainbow colors. I don't give a fuck. It could be fucking cherry red for all I give a fuck, bro. I don't care. Do not care. That literally never once have I ever thought, oh, what color's her hair, though? Something I've almost never cared about is what color her hair is. You're spending way too much time thinking about things that don't matter. If you unironically think about, oh, what color is my wife's hair gonna be? It's just such a stupid, like, waste of time thought to have. Oh, what's her hair gonna be? How big are her tits gonna be? It's like, who gives a fuck? I'm sure she'll look great. I'm sure she'll look great. Because what you're really saying, if you say you have like a specific type, is you're really saying, if my wife isn't this type, I won't love her. That's what you're saying. You're basically saying, I don't love my wife for her personality, for who she is. I love her for how big her tits are and what color her hair is. Like, it's just stupid. Yeah, it's so unimportant, frankly. No, I mean, it's important that they're not ugly. They can't be, like, disgusting to look at. But once they pass a minimum threshold of, like, yeah, they're attractive, then I just don't care. Then it stops being a thing I think about. Like, optimizing and maximizing their attractiveness, or, like, a specific hair color is just so dumb. I can't even begin. Finally. There we go. I think we can do that. I don't really care, right? It's fine. Alright, let's get rid of this. Spur gas spider. What are you doing? Yeah, it's just so not important on my list of priorities. I'm sure she'll look great. I'm sure she'll look great. Right? That's what I'll say. It's like, I'm sure she'll look fucking great. I'm not worried about that. Morning already? Goodness, goodness. It all goes so fast. Wait a little longer, see if we can get any more spawns. Oh. What are you doing? So I'm pretty fine with this platform. We'll leave this here. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And then, yeah, it's kind of just building out this platform here. Yeah, my biggest concern is that, like, she's a virgin, honestly. Like, well, and the problem is, how do you know? That's really the impossible part, is like, how the fuck do you know? There's no way to know for certain. But I do believe it matters. I do believe it matters. And it's like, what do you do? Yeah, my biggest concern is that she looks great, and I suddenly am like, you know what? She's hot as fuck. I don't really care whether or not she's a virgin. The sex is great. I'm probably not going to find anyone else. I'm getting old. I'm just going to settle for her. That's kind of my concern, is that I just take what I can get, and then I end up with something that leads me to, like, a divorce. Because it is a very strong predictor of divorce, is her past sexual experience. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to know whether or not someone's going to cheat on you, what would be the best predictor of that? Well, past relevant behavior, right? The best predictor for future behavior is past relevant behavior. So if you want to know if someone's going to cheat on you, well, look at their sexual history. Oh, shit, whoa. Crazy thing to say. It's true, right? So I do think it's important that you have someone who's actually, and I think it communicates a lot of different things. It communicates that they care enough about their future family, and they had foresight and conscientiousness to preserve themselves for their, future husband or future family or whatever. They're not just spending their sexual capital willy-nilly, like it's like there's no tomorrow. It shows that they care about their family, I think. That they have higher priorities. Yeah, because, like, what does higher priorities look like for a female? It's like sexual purity, honestly. You could say, like, oh, well, what if she goes to school? What does it really tell you about a girl if she goes to school? What does that really tell you? Some guys go, oh yeah, no, that shows she's engaged and she's smart. It doesn't really show that she's smart, one. But, okay, she's engaged, she cares about her future. Does she? If she goes to school, does it really mean she cares about her future? What is she setting herself up for if she's going around getting educated? What she's really telling you is, I don't trust that I'm going to find a man to look after me, so I have to go make the money myself. Or it's telling you, I want to go to college to have a bunch of parties and bang a bunch of dudes in the after parties. So, and then it matters what she's studying. Like, yeah, if she's an Asian girl and she's studying medicine so she can make her daddy proud, sure, fine. But if it's like a random white girl studying political science, poli-sci, does that mean that she's type A and she's a go-getter and that she's studious and bright and smart and awesome and beautiful? No, probably not. Probably doesn't mean a whole lot. It's better than being like a crackhead. But see, women don't even think about that. They're not thinking, why am I going to school? Which really everyone should be. Why the fuck are you going to school? If you're a woman, what's the answer? The answer is like, well, I might not find a man to take care of me. I don't want to be stuck in case he never... In case... It's like a... That's how I think they see it, is they see it as like a safety mechanism. It's like, well, just in case, I'll make money on my own, just in case. Just in case my partner falls through. That's how I think they see it, is they see it as a safety net. Their education is like a safety net. Except you're spending your most valuable years as a safety net. The other problem is that college kind of has a monopoly on what people think is socially acceptable. So unless you are like a smart, forward-thinking girl, you're just going to be like, well, everybody goes to college. Where else am I going to meet a guy? What else am I going to do with my formative years? Right? They're not going to know. They're not going to be thinking. And if they want to date a educated college guy, they're going to go to college to try to find that guy. The problem is they end up having a lot of unprotected sex before they find that guy, and I don't want women who've had a lot of unprotected sex, because that leads to herpes and AIDS and gonorrhea and syphilis. And I don't want any of those. I don't want them. I don't want any of those anywhere near me. No, thank you. Disgusting. Ew, gross. Get it away from me. Can you call yourself a real man if you haven't gone dumpster diving in a pile of gonorrhea, in a pile of HIV, C, HPV, HIV, hepatitis C. Can you call yourself a real man if you haven't banged a bitch with AIDS? Real men fuck AIDS-ridden pussies. That's what real men do. I am an alpha male. And now I have AIDS. Yep. Yeah, I don't want AIDS. So... That's the problem, is that, women are like, well, where else do I go to meet college-educated guys who make money? And how do I socialize with people outside of college? And what do I do with my life circa college? And then it just so happens that college also happens to be quite the orgy. Quite the public orgy. You know, just happens to be. Little note there. So basically, if a woman's in college, I don't trust her, bro. The only ones I might trust are like Catholic schools. Like, but even then, bro. Even then, it's like, okay, but here I'll say this. If you go to a secular school, none of the women who are like decently fit, like not fat, none of them are virgins. Not a single one. If you are in a secular school and there is a girl who isn't fat, who looks decently attractive enough for you to want to approach and say hi, then she's already been fucked by other dudes. So there's absolutely zero chance of finding anything wife material at a secular college, like zero. It's basically negligible. Give up. You're only gonna get tricked into talking to someone who is not worth your time. Basically, why you should, I won't even look at college, because what'll happen at college is you'll find someone who's attractive and you'll go, and then you'll start to kind of give up on your standards. You'll be like, well, I can't find anyone who's a virgin. Maybe I'll just take this one. She's pretty cute and she's into me. I mean, that's kind of what I did. Obviously, I didn't marry her, but you get like, you just, Because men are. Here's the problem with men is that men are. We're opportunists, right? We're opportunists. We take what we can get. That's how men kind of function. Idealization is kind of a female trait, to kind of hold out for some kind of ideal. Men are just, I take what I can get now. And horniness and that kind of facet will push you to just kind of fucking take what you can get now. It teaches you, like, not to think critically and have standards. And the way that women dress kind of also provokes, like, take what you can get now, do it now, sex now. Like, it doesn't promote standards, men having standards. It's almost impossible to have standards as a man, because you're horny. And it's not like women are swiping right on you all the time. So you take what you can get, right? There's tons of college whores to bang. Tons of low quality women out there. Go get some. So guys are basically just forced down the road of low quality women, because that's all there is. And there's tons of it. There's tons of low quality women, and there's zero high quality. So it's very depressing to go to these secular universities, because you're just like, yeah, they're all whores, all of them, and they're offering themselves up for free whores. It's like, I don't want free whores. It'd be like walking into a store and you want to buy something healthy, and the healthy shit's all like $300, and then you want to like buy, and then there's like chips and like ice cream that's like basically going for free. So like, well, take what I can get. Take the chips and ice cream. That's basically what university is. So I would not even look at a secular university. I would only look at a Christian school, Catholic school. Someone with strong Christian values. And even then, you have to filter through the weeds, because there's women who just lie to their parents. Their daddy thinks they're a good little girl, but they're not. Not when daddy's not looking. Plenty of girls like that. Plenty of cucked parents who think their daughters are innocent little angels. I mean, Catholic girls are the biggest whores, don't you know? Another reason I don't respect the church is because they pump out whores. I'm telling ya, I went to fucking university, went to a big old party school. I know firsthand. Half the girls in there wearing fucking bunny suits and crop tops. We're all fucking raised Catholic, dude. It's actually sad to see. It's scary. Whoa. It wasn't just a few. It was enough. You're like, whoa, this is not good. Huh. Where are you going? So yeah, I would not even look at it's just going to be depressing, and you're going to get horny, and you're going to waste your time with sex, which is a waste of time. And it's dangerous, and it's expensive, and it's risky, and you're going to get an STD, and you're going to get your heart broken. So it's just all around a bad idea. Would not recommend. So yeah, I would only even attempt to look for a actual wife at a Christian school. And if you're damn lucky, you might get a homeschooled. That's the good one to go. Go homeschooled. Get a homeschooled Catholic girl. That's really the only way to guarantee, like, if you're a woman, is get a homeschooled Catholic. And that's not even a guarantee. That's not a guarantee. But it's the only place where you'll even have a hope. Even a slim sliver of a chance would be like a homeschooled Christian off to a Christian school. They just completely skate the... But that's what I mean. It's like any of the secular schools, yeah, she's a whore. Every single woman that's in a secular school has been ran through. And how could they not? How could they not? Guys are handing out attention for free. Guys are handing out sex for free. How are women going to say no to every single guy that offers them sex? All the way through middle school, all the way through high school. And if they're decently attractive, how are they not going to have sex? Women get horny too, you know. That's why the secular schools are a landmine for women. They're landmines because there's just horny guys everywhere. Like, you shouldn't even have dual-gendered schools, really. You should not have schools where both men and women study together, in my opinion. It shouldn't even be a thing. It used to not be. It used to have boarding schools where the genders were separated. That's how it should be. How the fuck are people supposed to focus when women are wearing crop tops and spaghetti straps and fucking all this shit, right? Oh. How's a guy supposed to focus and get his work done? I would only even look at a Catholic school, or Orthodox, or fucking Baptist, maybe. Maybe Baptist, depends. What you doing there, bud? Yeah, and the boomer parents, they make me quite mad. Because they're the ones who are guilty. They're the ones who send their... This is what I mean. I've said this before. It's not the first time I've said this. But mama conservative. All these quote-unquote conservative parents. Oh, I'm a conservative. Yeah, I like Trump. I like Jesus. It's like, oh, you're conservative? Then why do you send your daughters off to liberal colleges to go get banged by communist leftists? Why do you offer up your daughters on a silver platter, laying them on the altar for dudes to go to town on? Why is that the cultural standard? For conservative parents to just, oh yeah, go have fun at liberal college. There's nothing fucking conservative about that. Absolutely nothing conservative about that at all. That's another reason I'm quite annoyed at the church, is because all the judgmental boomers who preside in these institutions, they provide me with nothing. Where's the daughters, hey? Where's the fucking daughters? Where are the virgin daughters that I get to wife up and marry? And yeah, that sounds a little bit selfish. Not really, though. Not really. Not really. Because I'm expected to do all of the traditions and rituals and be a righteous man of God, and I don't do any drugs, I don't do any partying, I'm not out having casual sex on the regular, I'm not out banging whores in the fucking club and on campus every week. I could be. If I really wanted to, I could be. But I have no interest in doing that. Not really. Sex with strangers is kind of gross. It's just like kind of gross, frankly. I've never really like I don't know. Sex is gross in general. I know that's kind of a weird. Everyone will laugh at you for saying that, but it's kind of true. It's very slimy and just gross thinking about it. Wet, sweaty, gross. No thanks. People are fat, like, frankly. Even the skinny girls. They got a bunch of belly fat. You're like, what the fuck? Ooh. We're level 8. That's got to be the highest we've been. There is a blue line that goes from your head outward, but it's aimed directly at the camera, so you can't really see it. You can kind of see it. You can like almost see it. You can see it right on my forehead. But it is there. Yeah, I hate the old boomers sending all their damn daughters off to go get banged by random fuckers. And they don't think twice about it. Oh, daddy's little angel. Daddy's little fucking angel. You failed as a father. You failed. It's your duty as a father to protect your daughter's chastity. It's a basic Christian. Like, that should not even be a controversial thing to say if you are a Christian. If you call yourself a Christian, you call yourself a conservative. How about you conserve your daughter's chastity? That shouldn't be a crazy thing to say. That should be a normal thing to say. Hey, why is your daughter out having sex? Why is your daughter a whore? Like 50 years ago, if so-and-so was sleeping with so-and-so, there'd be rumors about it. Everyone would be talking about it and gossiping about it. People would know. It'd be a thing worthy of kind of shame and mentioning. Like, it would be a semi-significant thing. But nowadays, it's just taken for granted. And the boomer parents just ignore it. They don't care. Oh, they're just willfully ignorant. So annoying. Oh, but I'm supposed to be the man of God. I'm supposed to wife them up at the end of the day. I'm supposed to do everything. 18th. So I got accepted to the debate club, which should be cool. Let's read this. I think this is all a bit formal. Veritas Vol Liberabi?
In English, Veritas Vos
Liberabit. Interesting. Truth will set you free. Very good. That's a Christian verse, actually. So, membership regulations. There should be 2 levels of membership. General membership, open to all students. Be free to speak on all matters. Vote in all elections. Be free to seek nomination. Partake in any event, informed of all events. Honor membership. Be granted general membership. Be free to partake in any events. So you have to be a student of UNBSJ, okay. So then there's honorary membership. So there's a president, a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary. I like this. This is cool. Reminds me of fucking clans. Having the fucking treasurer and secretary. So, the president. The duties of the president executive entail the scheduling and organization of club events and activities, the oversight of executive and general meetings, the enforcement of club bylaws, and ensuring the club holds true to its mission statement. Duties of the vice president executive entail the performance of presidential duties in the president's absence and providing aid to other executives. Duties of the treasurer, handling the monies, requesting funding and reimbursement, and the budgeting. Secretary, facilitation of public and internal communications regarding the status, activities, and events. The minutes for all meetings should also be recorded. Promotions. The duties of the promotions executive entail the recruitment of club members. Okay, so meeting regulations. Regular meetings will be held bi-weekly. Bi-weekly? That's like 5 meetings. That's like 5 meetings this term. That's nothing. It's like 6 meetings max. If not all members will be returned by email, executive meetings will be held twice a semester. Emergency meetings. Why would there be emergency meetings? Election process. All executives shall be elected for a term of 1 year at a general meeting. That'd be cool. If I got like fucking treasurer, could you imagine? I'm not Jewish though, so I'm not gonna get access to the treasurer position, unfortunately. But maybe something else. Also, I'm new, so I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of like fucking 4th year retards in there. Probably fucking gamed the system already, so we'll have to kind of play catch up. Emergency meetings will be called as the president deems necessary. Okay, election process. So there's just going to be a vote. It's fairly simple. Impeachment. Impeachment and removal of executive members shall occur. Upon dissolution of the organization, all assets gained through the SRC shall be returned to the SRC. Well then, there you go. Student Resource Center, I assume. Debate conduct. Okay, so this is important. So what standard are they using? During formal debate, all debate participants will be expected to behave as follows. Utmost respect, regard for their interlocutor. In the interest of philosophical compassion, no debate participant shall ever be attempt to deliberately misrepresent their interlocutor's argument. So, no bad faith. Okay, fine. Oh, you got me. No bad faith. Shit. All debate participants should strive to be respectful. of the allotted time slots. Under no circumstance should a debate participant ever engage in sophistry. Under no circumstance. Use of fallacious arguments, especially with the intention of deceiving. Yes. Participants shall dress in semi-formal attire. Dress shirts, slacks, dresses and suits. I like that. Okay. All debate participants are ultimately beholden to the whims and wishes of the debate moderators present. Damn. I don't know why that's in there. All debate participants are ultimately beholden to the whims and wishes of the moderators. So if they tell me to strip naked and do a little dance, I just fucking have to. The whims and wishes. There's no even like within reason clause or like within legal legal expectations. Just whatever whims and wishes. They just put that little like we can do whatever the fuck we want clause in there. I love that. It's hilarious. It's this like formal, quasi-formal procedure, and then there's a we can do whatever the fuck we want clause. Okay. Wouldn't be a legal document without a fucky clause in there. That shouldn't be in there. I think it's probably taking itself a little too seriously. But we'll see. They want you to dress suit though, so I don't know. I doubt most people dress suit, but yeah, we'll dress up nice. We'll probably go black, and then we'll go white shirt. We'll go black pants with white top, loose, one button undone. I want to get my crucifix replaced. That's another thing. I don't have demonic protection. I don't have demonic safeguarding. How am I supposed to protect myself from the demonic forces? Oh. What are you doing? Yep. Good old I can do whatever the fuck I want clause. That's pretty great. They want people to show up in suits and dresses though. So this is good. This is good practice for a more formal debate setting. It's meant to intimidate as well, which is actually good. That works in my favor. Because I'm fairly immune to pressure. More immune than other people, at least. I don't cave to pressure. Having done public speaking, having done piano recitals, having done EMS training, having done lifeguarding for X amount of years, having done worked on a kitchen line as a line cook during fucking rush hour, during a main service, you become pretty immune to pressure and stress. It's like half the reason I sound so deadpan on a on a regular basis. The first meeting is the 18th, which is Wednesday. Speedruns. I've done speedruns. They are also quite high stress. I play fucking competitive Bed Wars. Yeah, video games, competitive video games against real people are pretty stressful, actually. If you've never... They're high intensity, I would say they're high intensity. Bed Wars is a pretty damn high intensity game. It's not like Call of Duty, it's a completely different game. Call of Duty is actually very, like, relaxing in a sense. So all you really do is you just kind of stand there and point and click. It's a very different type of game. What are you doing? Something I used to not be very good at was dealing with stress. I used to be very clumsy and kind of disorganized, kind of frazzled. Oh, fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. How could I forget? Fuck, playing those cunt horror games. That's another great way to fucking level up your fucking resilience to horror and stress. What? Playing those cunt horror games, that's for sure. Fuck, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is brutal. That's great. That's an awesome way. If you want to like get better at dealing with stress, play Five Nights at Freddy's. Unironically. Play horror games. Like play any horror game. That's a great way to just completely kill your sensitivity to stress. You're just completely desensitized to negative stimuli. Let's do horror games. What the fuck? Get over here. You cunt. Oh, I'm not going to be able to spawn anything else. Big rip. There you go. 23. Not bad. It's actually perfect. That actually works just perfectly. So yeah, only 4 more nights, should be. And then we'll have this platform done. This will be good. Alright, let's continue reading this document here. So all debate participants are ultimately beholden to the whims and wishes of the debate modders. Okay. All debate participants should abide by the format agreed upon by the executive, blah, blah, blah. See club bylaws, internal policies, okay. Recording of debates is not permissible unless the recording party has received prior permission. When a point of order, okay, is raised, speaker must be referred to as honorable members. Moderators must be referred to as such. Members in the audience present should be referred to as honorable members of the House. It's quite complicated. Oxford debate format, finally. Finally, we get an actual debate format. Oxford debate. It's just a timed, like 5-minute. First proposition speaker opens the debate by defining the motion, outlining their team's arguments, and presenting initial points. First opposition. So you have opening statements. Continues to support the motion, expanding. Okay. So there's like 3 rounds. There's an opening statement. There's a continuation, and then there's a. During speeches, speakers can be interrupted by members of the opposing team who wish to make short injections, known as POIs, point of information. Accept or decline these. Okay. Timing each 5 minutes. Yeah. Very, very standard. So 5-minute opening statement, 5-minute rebuttal, and then 5-minute closer and finisher. It's very normal. The audience votes on the motion before the debate begins and again after the debate concludes to see if the opinions have shifted. I don't like this where it's up to the audience. That's the one part. They probably... Will they do that? I don't know. The winner is often determined by which side sways more audience members. Okay. The format encourages clarity, engagement, and critical thinking while maintaining a formal structure. The other thing I don't like about debates is, like, a lot of the time with formal, hyper-formal debates is it comes down to, like, who can prattle the best, and it comes off to, like, who knows more obscure facts. It's not, like, who makes better arguments or who, like, has better articulation. It's, like, who knows when this specific person did this? Who has more stats on this? Oftentimes it just comes down to like basic knowledge on random subjects, and just who has more access to knowledge. So yeah, Oxford debate, 3 rounds, opening statement, rebuttal, and then close, usually 5 minutes each. Motion is predetermined. Club membership will decide on motion. Okay. Random assignment of positions. Names of volunteer members are drawn from a hat in order to decide who's arguing for and against the proposition. So it's random? So you just get randomly assigned a role, either pro or against something. That's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. It's good practice, I guess, but still. I don't, like, if they pick up something and I have no clue what it's about, do we get informed on the topics beforehand? Moderated Q&A from the audience. Closing statements, yeah. 10 minutes for closing statements. 10 minutes to each side for closing statements. And then they have a poll. At the conclusion of the debate, all members present are invited to decide upon a topic for the next debate by way of unmoderated discussion. 30 minutes. Okay, wow. So do we get to know what the topics are beforehand? Or are we just fucked? 3 debaters serve on each of the 2 teams. The debaters are expected to prepare, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is actually important. General information about contact. 3 debaters serve on each of the 2 teams. Oh, it's a team debate. Oh, I hate that. I hate team debates. Because then someone makes a stupid point, and then you're like, no, like, and I'm always stuck with women who make stupid points. I'm gonna get stuck with a woman, I guarantee it. Guarantee you, $8 trillion. There's only 2 women in this entire debate club, and I'm gonna get stuck with one of them, and they're gonna be arguing some stupid point that I have to come in and just... Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm genuinely upset. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find this. Head on this laptop. Vote has been counted. See all votes. So there's 4. Chantel. Chantel's a girl's name. 3. 4. Fuck. I find women never do debates well. They're always just like argumentative and like bitchy and just disagreeable. Like, what's a female debater? What's a good female debater? Is like bitchy and disagreeable. That's literally every single female debater. It's like, well, I think, well, no, well, actually, They're like, there's never anything intellectual. They never expound upon anything. They're never interesting. They never dive into a topic. They're just like, well, actually, meh. Statistics show, and they like prattle on about statistics, and they get off to correcting you. It's just so insufferable. They're the most insufferable people. Okay, let's keep going. Points of information. Question about the specifics of the speaker's arguments, not rhetorical, contentions, or ad hoc. Okay. So basically, you have to, if you're going to interject, it has to be specifically about their argument, not rhetoric and not ad hoc. So nothing arbitrary and nothing rhetorical. Must be introduced by rising from your seat and declaring on a point of information. Okay, speakers, I hate that as well. When you have to like, on a point of information. This guy's probably a fag. It's a little bit faggy. A little bit. I like formality, but this is coming off a little bit faggy. A little bit queer. Slightly queerish. Speakers are free to ignore interruptions. If they view them as an impediment to their argument. Points of order. Complaints about a failure to abide by the rules of the debate, which can be blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can raise, if someone fails to abide by the rules, you can raise it on a point of order. Oh, it's on a point of order. So, moderator is responsible for disciplining speakers and ensuring they abide by the expected code of conduct, clause certain order. Blah, blah. During the Q&A, people will be selected from the audience by the moderator to ask pointed or rhetorical questions that they will serve to both critique and bolster the speaker's arguments to indicate that a question is desired. So the Q&A. Okay. During a formal debate, the following guidelines should be adhered to within reason. Clause A to D of Article 11 should be followed to the letter. So they're saying this is really important. Respect, no sophistry, philosophical compassion, no bad faith, respect the time slots. Yeah, okay. Basic debate rules. Don't be an asshole, basically. To indicate that a question is desired and be asked, an audience member should stand up from that seat and wait to be called upon. Expectations for informal debate. During informal debate, the following guidelines should be adhered to. Clause AD. Topics for informal debate should be agreed upon prior to the meeting. Okay, so I hope there's debate topics in the next email. Debaters should be prepared to reasonably discuss the topics in an educated and informed manner. All attendees of a meeting should be allowed to participate and weigh in as is conductive to the discussion. Literature on topics should be engaged with ahead of time when viable as to have a productive thought. Yeah, so basically do some research on the topics. Don't be a clown. Don't start talking about something that you know nothing about. Banning a membership. Okay, so you can get banned if you do something bad. I hope, are they going to have anything DEI? I'm looking for something DEI. Racism. I haven't seen anything like that yet, where they're like, if you are racist, you can get banned. Which is good. We haven't seen that yet. You do not move a point of order, you raise it or take it. The method is to say the word point of order, wait for the chair to acknowledge point of order, and then state it clearly. Whether you normally stand to speak in your meetings or not, it is wise to stand when raising point of order. Point of order must be raised immediately after the alleged breach or irregularity occurs. When a POO is raised, point of order, the chair should respond with either that is not a point of order, or I will accept your point of order, and therefore, or I do not accept your point or order. Spelling mistake, nice, good job. In this case, the chair will continue with the meeting. So that is not a point of orders. So it's irrelevant. I will accept your point of order, and therefore, so then yes, and we will, or I do not accept your point of order. Okay, if a member disagrees with the decision of the chair, they may challenge their decision by making an emergency motion. Motion to challenge decision of the chair. Okay. If no member is currently speaking, the chairperson asks if they are willing to be interrupted. If they are not, it is important to respect the decision and wait. It's going to be like a bunch of women. I really hope not. I really hope not. I hate debating women. Well, it's just because you're never allowed to be mean. It's like you have to treat them with kid gloves. And yet they're extremely bitchy. So, like, should I just not treat them with kid gloves? I'm kind of tempted to. Should I just go full Andrew Wilson and just like fucking abuse the shit out of them? Kind of tempted to. I feel like you have to. I feel like you have to just kind of bite the bullet and just be mean. KYS. I hate anime. Oh, it's nighttime, boys. So that's Wednesday. So we have my guess is the first one is going to be just an introduction, which is really boring. Like for a bi-weekly meeting, we'll need to do like an introduction. It's like the 4th week before we actually start any debates. It's kind of gay. Like I'm hungry. I'm hungry for some kills. You know what I'm saying? I want my fresh meat. Yeah, like someone like Destiny could never do a debate. I'm just being honest. Like Destiny would never do a debate. He would be thrown out immediately. Like first of all, he behaves like a spur, so he just like no one would listen to him. He would be shut down immediately. He'd be thrown out for misconduct. And all of his arguments are bad faith. All of them. Like that's his only move is law bad faith, and he just does it repeatedly. He's the king of bad faith. He's just, yeah, so he would get thrown out immediately. And they won't let you record the debate. Well, I mean, I'm going to record it anyway. There's nothing they can do about it. Well, I need to record the debate. How am I supposed to learn and improve if I cannot review my debates? I want to be able to upload them. So yeah, we're definitely recording the debates, whether they like it or not. Just a simple matter of bringing a phone, putting it on audio record, slipping it in my pocket, That's a good question. How many string does it take? Well, it takes 12 plus 11, so whatever that is, 23? 23 to create a new... Yeah, how can they ask not to record the debate? Like, what, am I supposed to just remember everything I said during the debate? Never allowed to record? It's ridiculous. Unless they have recorded footage that they save and they make public access. But I don't think so. I think they're probably pansies. They probably don't want footage because they don't want their epic fails to be recorded. But I want to learn from my debate. I want to be able to see my mistakes and Because I haven't formally debated in person in a while. It's been a little while. It's been a couple of years. So I want to have the opportunity to critique myself, and it's an important skill, documenting your failures and tracking your progress. It's important for the gym. It's important for your. It's important for everything. All right, we need 3 more. Okay, we need one more. So we'll get another batch of like some 3 spiders. 1. Okay. Alright, we get a little extra apparently. We're at level 11, goodness. I don't think I've ever been that high level before. We get one more round maybe, one more batch, maybe 2. Probably one more. We're gonna get 2 more. Awesome. You can spawn a few more. Feel free. Feel free. I'm gonna stay here actually. Spawn 1 more. 2 more. Spawn 2 more on the right side. You can do it. 1 more. Oh, wow. Alright, 27 string in one night. It's pretty crazy. Wait, aren't these extra? These are. Huh. Strange. get back to reading debate prep. Okay, so point of information, which he misspelled. If a member disagrees with the decision of the chair, they may challenge their decision, blah, blah, blah. Is that it? There's an extra page here, which does nothing. Okay, cool. It's all pretty straightforward. It's quite formal, a little bit formal. A little bit too formal, maybe, in my opinion. Forgot to list the time, yeah, and you misspelled a bunch of shit. So debate bylaws. All articles and clauses stipulated in the club's founding document may be abided by the letter and may not be manipulated. Okay. Respect. Formal and informal. During informal debate, ideas are to be addressed in a manner which constitutes total philosophical compatibility. Okay, so this is all the same thing. Okay. Revoke positions that pose the potential to infringe on basic human rights. So basically, you can't advocate for genocide. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to advocate for genocide. Informal debates must be either moderated. Okay. All formal debates must be approved. All club material and advertisements should be promoted through university and community channels. All club materials and advertisements. Okay. During public debates, the audience and debate moderators. Civility and respect for differing viewpoints. Sure, whatever. That's it? That's all the bylaws? That's it? Just like... That's it? Okay. It's kind of lame. And the Oxford debate. Two teams, the positive and the opposition, the affirmative and the negative. Each team typically has 3 or 4 speakers. Each speaker has a specific role, including presenting the main argument, rebutting the opposing team's points, and summarizing their team's stance. A debate begins with a clearly defined topic or motion. The motion is a statement that the proposition team agrees with and the opposition team disagrees with. Examples of motions might be: the House believes social media does more harm than good, or this House would ban nuclear weapons. Okay, so it's going to be like very low IQ peon shit. Like, are nuclear weapons good or bad? Should we ban them? Okay, fine. We can debate nuclear weapons. Should we ban nuclear weapons? The answer is no. The answer is no, because Iranian fuckers will make them anyway. Wait, what's this? What is this?
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You are the chosen one. I hate you.
I don't see the point of that. Why was he on a ladder? Oh shit. What was the point of that? I didn't get that. I thought it was gonna be funny. It was just nothing. Okay. So affirmative and negative team. Clearly defined topic and motion. Five minutes usually. So each speaker governs like the beginning, middle, and close basically. So there's 3 people on a team. One does the beginning, one does the middle, one does the close. Reply speakers. Each team may have a final speaker who summarizes the debate from their side's perspective without introducing new arguments. This reply is shorter, 2 to 4 minutes. Okay. So this is a little different because this has 4 rounds instead of 3. But whatever. During speeches, members of the opposing team can rate it, blah, blah, blah. Speaker can choose. Okay, or briefly. 15 seconds. That's where you win, is the rebuttals. That's where you like destroy them. It's like, well, I think people. Here's how you get people in debates: is there's a lot of people who love to prattle during a debate. They love to yabber on and yap about random shit, and no one's really listening. They're just like, well, like, according to the document of 1967, I was thinking, and wouldn't it be cool if lots of yabbering? But where you get them is the rebuttals. You say your shit, your argument's dog shit. Here's why. Boom. Because otherwise, the rest of it's really just like the actual statements. The opening statements are kind of prattle, and then the ending statements are like a lot of yapping. The fun part is when you get to rebuttal them. You get to rebut them. You get to just, yeah, your point's shit. Here's why. Epic own. Poggers. Get wrecked. And obviously, it's all has to be done respectfully. Respectfully destroy them and dominate them. Like a gentleman. Adjudication. At the end of the debate, a panel of judges or an audience evaluates the debate. Okay. So, September 18th, room 127, Ehynn Hall. Alright. Well. From 4 to 6 p.m. Yes! 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 That's right after class. W. It's right after philosophy. Perfect. Perfect. My mind will be ready to destroy. Already put the email listing, so now I know how all my people are. Oh, you silly Billy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, and that's a fair amount of individuals. A lot of them are like foreign, which is weird. This is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna enjoy triggering everybody. This is gonna be so much fun. The only one I don't enjoy debating is women, because there's no good way to win against women. Because you just feel like an asshole for fucking debating women. You just feel like an ass. There's no, like, the victories aren't satisfying when it's a woman. You just, because they just go, what? They just play victim and you feel like an asshole. Yeah, so I might have to develop a policy. He also didn't give the debate topic. I think they're just doing intros. Let me read the email again. So let me see. The first meeting. So we have the Constitution, the bylaws. So he doesn't tell us what the first meeting is about. A good one. Good one. He did not say what the first meeting is going to be. So I don't know if there's a topic, if there's a debate. I'm assuming it's just a general meeting. I assume there's no topic for anything because it's going to be really gay, and I hate politics. So, who is in my debate club? That's the real question. Who's actually in here? Tamu Notoye. I don't know what this is. Can you do some edit? Nigerian, okay. Delta region, okay. So Niger, Delta region. It's like the typical Nigerian. Should be fairly easy, okay. Tamuno is their deity, huh? Interesting. Cool. 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 Estella, and we got a face. So she's like a fat Asian. Yasmin. We're looking up all your names. Persian. Or Arabic. Or Hebrew. So Middle East. Thank you for putting everyone's name. Now I know all my competitors. You're supposed to hide that. You're not supposed to fucking let everyone see that. Benjamin, so that's white. Is our face. Experience, grocery clerk. Damn, man. Bottle sorter. Damn. Good one, buddy. Noah Michael LeBlanc. So, a white guy. Thank goodness. Ensign. Offline. Why do people give public information to fucking Microsoft in their emails? Why do people put public information on their emails? It's gay. Anson is an English name. English Norse. So it could be like European. Okay. Emma. Okay. We have a face? No? Okay. Lukey. Luke. Ali. Abdul. Ali Abdul Rahman. Okay, so we got another. So Victor. So we got a dark-skinned. Probably. Yeah, what is Victor? Sounds Russian almost. Latin. European. Yep, okay. Slavic, yeah. Yeah, okay. Himanshu. I want you. Riley. Could be a boy, could be a girl. Aiden. That's not you. Chantel. 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 Is that Spanish? French. Female name? Female, yeah. Okay. Artem. It's Middle Eastern. Greek, yeah. Eastern Europe. Russia. Slavic, yes, yes. Interesting. Chantel. Why does she have 2 emails? She's only 16. And she has her number there. Gross. Gross. Disgusting. Very silly. Alright, well, that's exciting. That is very exciting. Oh shit, is it nighttime? It is. It is nighttime. And I've been standing here blabbering. Hopefully we have lots of spiders to keep us occupied. That's the kind of good part, is there's not really a disadvantage to letting a bunch of spiders spawn in. Other than once they fill up all the available spaces, no more spiders can spawn. Yeah. Bum. Come, children. Gather round, children. I will tell you a story of the spider that got head trauma. He got a concussion. But he did not know how physics worked. Alright, we need 3 more before the day comes. We're gonna have lots of fun doing that. Bugger. Level 15. That's gotta be a new record. Alright, let's spawn one more cycle. Come on, come on. Come on. Ugh. Damn it. So yeah, only 6 more. It's pretty insane, dude. And then what will we do? We'll probably extend it back. Maybe one more block. Because it's 9 by 7 currently. Could be 9 by 9, right? Could make it a little longer. Yeah, we're making great progress. This is great progress. I love it. I love it. I'm McLovin' it. I'm McLovin' it. Just like I loved banging your McDaughter. I just realized though I could do this. I could do this. And we only have 1 string. Now they're even. Now both sides are symmetrical. That will help spiders from falling out. But I think I'm probably gonna head to bed, guys. We got class in the morning. We have more school, and luckily, we don't have to get up at 6. We have to get up at 6:45, which is much better. Very easy, lax, laissez-faire. So I will see everybody most likely tomorrow. I will be much interested in getting back, progressing what we've done so far. So with that, adieu. Take care. Get some sleep, my people, and don't stay on your phone too long, because that shit fucks with your hormones and with your brain and your REM sleep. So stay off that phone, kids. All right, good night.